Hello everybody, I'm Peter Galop, and today I'm bringing you my top 10 least favorite LEGO Nexo Night sets. Since, it's been said that it might be cancelled after they end the cartoon with those tech virus things, so I feel like we should probably look at some of the terrible sets we get. Now, first thing, there's a lot of sets, and to be fair, you could also include those mini bags or those bags, those mini builds. So I'm not gonna be focusing way too much on those. Hell, plus those small ones are just for army building, so I don't think we really can say we were expecting much. And well, there are a lot of multiple things like the battle suits. There's multiple of them. There is a lot of multiple those ultimate versions. So if there is consider that those are really bad for me in any way, I decided not to really include them just if one is particularly bad, because it's just stupid to make that. Now, this is all my personal opinion. Hell, half of this stuff is just things that I just find worse, even if they are just minor ones. Also, all of these images belong to Lego. I don't know any of these images. And that said, let's get on with this list. Number 10. Murloc's Library. Now, before you say, yes, I'm aware this is just supposed to be connected to their 4 tracks. But here is the thing. Even though this is supposed to be a connecting piece, it shouldn't be so underbuilt. Seriously, look at this. This doesn't look like Murloc's Library as much as it looks like a little prison tower. Seriously, you think this is more like those fake sets if there was a prison tower set, an actual set? Plus, this is the cheapest way to get Ava, and I'm really a big fan of Ava's character in the LEGO Nexo Knights cartoon. So yeah. Plus, in my country, I haven't seen a single set with Murloc's Library, so I'm pretty sure this set isn't exactly in every single LEGO store that sells LEGO Nexo Knights. So not really good. Plus, although the villain minifigure and his build is alright, I mean, I like it. But the ones that comes with the Nexo Knight is Lance, and he's my least favorite character. So yeah, I'm not really the biggest fan. Hell, technically it would be better if Macy was, or Clay, or anyone. Hell, a normal prison guard would be better. Or hell, just 2 service droids. I mean, at least those 2 make more sense than Lance, for crying out loud. But anyway, even though I don't like it, it still has Ava, and it is the cheapest way. The villain figure is alright, and the whole thing that we actually got something to with Murloc's Library is also good. It's really mostly Lance and the fact that it's so underbuilt that's really the problem. But anyway, since it's a connecting piece, it could barely even be counted, to be fair. Number 9. Chaos Catapult. Now, out of all of these, 2 warriors and a vehicle for one side, this one is the weakest. Although I'm not exactly going to say all the other ones are great, but they are better than this one. One of the reasons why it's so low on the list is because now I was really trying to make something incredible. And again, the minifigures are alright. It's really it's just the build just feels underwhelming. I mean, for starters, unlike, other couples, they don't even have those orbs, those balls. I mean, couldn't you just put 4 of those little guys in except these two pieces that honestly don't even look that not great. They just seem like leftover lava pieces if someone was making a like a lava castle or something. It's just not that great of a build. So yeah, I'm not really. But even though it's not a great build, it's still just a set that's supposed to be an army builder, like a cheap way to get an army of monsters. And the other ones are pretty decent, so I can't really complain about this one too much. Number 8. Lance's Twin Jouster. Now, I have this set. I bought this set. But even though I do have this set, it's only because I wanted to buy a Lego Nexo Knight set. But unfortunately, it was just this set and the Three Brothers set. But since I already had the Three Brothers set, this one wasn't really worth it. So I can't really. So it's even that. Also, when you take this set apart, like the two pieces, it just looks bad. I mean, the motorcycle or whatever it's called is just weird and really underbuilt. I mean, it's more like those when you make those bigger ones and you still haven't add everything in, and the wing spot are supposed to be able to fly, but it doesn't look like how would it even fly or something like that. Plus, again, it has Lance, and he's my least favorite character, so that already destroys its credit. And the Lance boy is kind of weird because he has a sister named Dennis, so I don't exactly know why they even make a specific just Lance bots for him. So it's also that. But Ragul is great, and I just like Ghouls. Also, the reason why it's not any lower on the list, even though it is a pretty bad set, since only the villain is the only saving grace, is because we're gonna get a lot worse of a set later down the line. Number 7. General Magma's Siege Machine of Doom. Now, General Magma was basically supposed to be the third biggest threat in LEGO Nexo Knight Season 2. And his character was like that. I buy him. Hell, even Flamethrower is a great minifigure. I like the whole fire ghost aesthetic at him. And the numbers of those lava balls or whatever they are called is a great fucking thing. I like the fact there's 5 of them and not just 2 or 3. And also I like Clay's minifigure, and the whole horse thing is pretty good because I do kind of understand why he would have a horse in this. But here's the problem with this set. The whole fucking build of General Magma is a fucking ridiculous thing. I don't technically remember when this vehicle came first in, but I believe it was in a comic book episode where it got stuck in one setting and he couldn't drive it. So yeah, not even in cartoon it had a great introduction. And it just looks weird and stupid. I mean, when it's down, it's alright, but when it's up, it just looks ridiculous. It's just like those random builds someone makes just to look epic or something. It just looks stupid and ridiculous. And although the figures and clays alright, but this one is just stupid. I don't even like it at all. I mean, it just looks ridiculous. Number 6. Axel's Rolling Arsenal. Yep. Every series doesn't get every long timing series must have gets at least one incredibly bad set, and this one and the Tet Virus have Axel's Rolling Arsenal. I was originally planning putting Aaron's X-Bow on it, but since the vehicle was pretty decent, I mean it's not great but it's alright, and Robin and the whole bike is good, and the villains, and I do like and the jetpack in the villains half of that set are great, and the whole another mini robot is alright. So I picked this one overhead because this one is just worse. So Axel just looks alright. It doesn't look that great. Just chose another expensive set, and although he's in out of all the three versions of him, this one is my least favorite. And the way how the set looks when you take the stuff out of him just feels way too empty and too I don't know, too weird. The other drone or whatever mini fit build is just stupid. I mean, why would I even have that? And the flyer's decent, but still nothing great. And the villain selection isn't exactly great. I mean, alright, I like their build, but it's not that well done. Plus, you think for a big set there'll be more villains figures or something. And it just doesn't look that great. And it's just too terrible. Hell, even with all the things together, it doesn't look that great. So yeah, it's not that great of a set. But since, I like the villains so much in Tech Virus and the whole other thing, and the fact that Fly is a decent build, I can't really put it any lower on the list. Number 5. Infernax captures the Queen. Now, I originally wanted to put one of those giant mechs, because it does make sense. I mean, there's the King's Neck, there's the Black Knight mech, and there's the newest Tech Wizard mech. But I decided to put Infernax that captures the Queen set instead of all those because, well, it just looks so ridiculous. I mean, I see where the teeth are, but the eyes are supposed to be just look stupid. I don't even think Infernax appears in the cartoon. And the whole horse thing with Aaron doesn't really work when you realize he's a regular flyer. So yeah, and the whole Queen being captured thing doesn't really work here because, in the cartoon, at least when Rowena set includes her captured, at least that made sense. This one doesn't even make fucking sense. Plus, talk about a lazy name. I mean, at least other ones had something. They don't just tell us what's gonna be the story someone would make on YouTube from Legos. Not calling those stories bad, I'm just saying it's like it's just like one of those things that happened. I mean, it's just stupid. Plus, the shield seems more like a Macy build shield than an Aaron shield, so yeah. Not exactly the best representation of the shields thing. But even though it is really bad, I do still like the fact they included another giant figure for the monsters, because I personally find it weird how there will be only like only 2 sets that you could get a giant figure for the lava monsters, and even less for the storm monsters. Hell, it's actually is worse because at least the other ones made sense. This one just is put in just because why not? But again, it's not even that big of a deal because it's a pretty forgettable set, to be fair. Seriously, it's not think. The other ones are a lot worse, if I'm totally honest. Number 4. Tracy Taggart Macy Halbert. Now I was originally thinking about putting this one behind Infernax Saves the Queen, but well, Macy's dragon looks kinda stupid. The balance is totally underbalanced. Her whole Macy bot should be actually more of a royal guard, considering the fact that she's a princess, for crying out loud. And well, she looks alright, but it's just the fucking build. The fucking build looks terrible. The Macy bot looks stupid, as a matter of fact. Also, these bots are usually just grumpy and really stupid, so they have a bot that's, so you have a flying bot where Maze, I'm more expecting her to crash into the dragon and defeat Maze and have her be captured than actually help. And yeah, also the build for the reason why this villain gets a flying is because of his little disc, which if you ask me would be better if they just include a harpy, or two of them. Hell, there are 3 harpies that you can only get 1 harpy. And that's, well, those minifigures, sad things don't really count. So yeah, it just looks stupid. And number 3. Now we go to the top 3 worst. And Aaron Stone Destroyer is just... this one doesn't even look like it would fit the Lego Nexo Knights. Seriously, this set looks more like those sets who you would see in that were based on Battle Royale movies. I mean, here you see a weird piece of the tree, then we get a build figure, and just some kind of a vehicle just for something, and Aaron is alright, but then the Robin Hood bot is nothing special because it's pretty underwhelming, to be honest. I don't even know why they decide to make those guys into figures. Seriously. They aren't really that big of a thing, and honestly they don't really use a bow. They use these kind of little devices that allow them to jump trees. Not this. And it just doesn't even feel like Lego Nexo Knights, except if you think about it. Think it might make sense as a piece of the story thing, but outside of that it doesn't really make sense. Seriously, I'm pretty sure you just got... This is more like DC and Marvel sets. It was just picked for Lego Nexo Knights because why not? Although I do have complaints about this set and how the vehicle and the tree aren't that great, and the villain's main figure is just alright, I'm going to say the other two are just worse because those two at least are part of the theme, with this one doesn't even look like part of the theme. Which could be argued that it's worse, but hell, not everyone has the same opinion. Number 2. Lance's Mecha Horse. Like I already said, I don't like Lance, so obviously a hero appear, and oh my fucking god, he appeared in a bad set. I mean, for starters, here gets another Lance bot, which is, again, kind of stupid. You assume Dennis would be there, or, which will make more sense. Then the villain side is incredibly underpowered. Seriously, I'm pretty sure the sets where they have a hero have a vehicle and a villain just something minor, at least those have something. This one just is a random figure that you could, just a random crossbow figure. And the bill and the horse is just so huge, and I would much prefer if this vehicle was with a giant, which would make sense, but this would just look stupid how big it is. And it just looks bad. I mean, why would anyone buy this set? Also, I don't say it's wrong that you buy this set, and if you like it, I just say that it just looks way over the top for me. Seriously. This looks more like this build looks more like those sets you would buy separate, who are basically just made of the pieces, who are just based on one vehicle, in this case a horse. And wow, it just looks bad. Now I believe it has a changing function, I can't exactly remember, but even so, when it's this horse, it just looks so goddamn bad. Number 1. Axel's Rumble Maker. Remember when I say there is an even worse set coming, featuring a ghoul with Let's Double Jouster? Well, this one is, and for me personally, it's the worst fucking set of them all. For start, and you might be asking why, well, for starters, Axel gets a bot, which doesn't make any logical sense. I mean seriously, at least other knights make a form sense, this one doesn't even a little bit. Axel's weapon just looks way too added in, and to be fair, I don't even think he had a double axe. Rogul is basically the same figure, they didn't even want to change a little bit of him, and the other thing that changed was the fact that they added him a scythe of a form, but instead of like doing another Rogul, or at least two Roguls, because there was a bunch of them and every one of them had a forbidden power, they just add one of those little bricksters who are, honest to God, pretty easy to destroy. And we didn't even get, and now let's get to the build. It just looks stupid. I mean, the point here is to go through anything. And this is a double drill. It could be just easy for, you know, those stone warriors just to go in the middle and then just attack him like in the middle, because it's like a big hole in the middle where Axel will be standing in. The whole picture behind is just and the whole track and that thing doesn't work at all, and it just looks ugly. Plus, yellow doesn't really clash really well with gray and purple, so yeah. I don't think I need to continue on how bad this is. Now, at the end of the day, these are all my personal opinions, and if you have different ones, that's great, I understand. By the way, I hope you like this video. I hope you're gonna leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future. And I can't wait to see all of you next time. And don't forget to vote for Vilhelmina. Bye.